President Bola Tinubu has directed an immediate cost-cutting measures on
On the news at 7, President Tinubu directs cost-cutting measures on local and international travels. And FCT schools hit the ground running with academic activities as schools resume.
Good evening and a warm welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja News at 7. I am Nguse Phoebe. President Bola Tinubu has directed an immediate cost-cutting measures on local and international travels of federal government officials. The directive covers his office, that of the First Lady, the Vice President and his wife, the Presidential Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajiri Ngelali, at a briefing at the State House reveals that the new directive, which is to effectively
the President has directed that no more than 20 individuals be allowed to travel with him. That number will be cut down to 5 in the case of the First Lady. The number in the entourage on official international trips for the Vice President will be cut to 5. On the wife of the Vice President is also 5. In terms of local trips, the President has approved a new limit of 25 members of staff to accompany him on domestic trips within the country. The office of the First Lady is now limited to 10 staff members. The Vice President will be limited to 15 members of staff, while his wife will be limited to 10 members of staff on official trips within the country, the same as the First Lady. The President is insistent that the prudence of government officials must reflect the prudence and efficiency of the Nigerian citizens.
By this measure, the President has also decided not to travel with large security details from Abuja to other parts of the country anymore.
Due to the directive of the President that the security outfits within states, whether it be police, DSS, or branches of the military, will frontline his protective detail when he travels. I believe we do not need to convince the officers of the federal government of Nigeria of.
With few days to the January 15th commemoration of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, the national chairman of the Nigerian Legion, Major General Abdulmalik Jibril, has urged Nigerians not to forget the sacrifices made by members of the Nigerian Armed Forces in keeping peace in the nation. While briefing newsmen in Abuja, Major General Jibril charged citizens to desist from activities that will lead to disunity or unrest in the country.
Why should the general public easily forget these sacrifices? This emblem that you see that we urge people to donate and wear is just the little one can do to show appreciation and sympathy. And it is an encouragement for our sons and daughters that are still out there, that even when they are not there, they are not going to be forgotten. The Nigerian region has not even gotten the take-off grant that is necessary for any organization that is established by government to see to its fruition, to create office environment. The federal government should kindly oblige the provision of that act and include the Nigerian Legion under the budgetary allocation annually so that we can be able to impact on the lives of the dependent of the fallen heroes.
Major General Jibril acknowledged that funding remains a major problem in handling welfare of Nigerian veterans and families of fallen heroes, while pleading with the government to issue take-off grant for religion.
citing
In view of
incidences
the
of breach of
prevailing
communal peace in
circumstances
some parts of the
of
country in recent
instability
time.
and attacks in some communities in the country, Harmony Corps of Nigeria has appealed to the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the National Assembly to give the Corps the necessary support to push the gospel of community peace building and enlightenment. Founder and Commandant General, Harmony Corps of Nigeria, Elizabeth Omini stated this during a media interaction. Muhammad Awalu reports.
The Harmony Corps of Nigeria says the job of ensuring peaceful coexistence should not be left for government alone, as there is need for organizations like the Harmony Corps of Nigeria to complement when given the necessary backing.
We are all waiting for the government to give us the takeoff. We are all ready to see that we take off our activity of sensitization, advocacy, preaching the gospel of peace, peaceful coexistence. Harmony Corps has come telling Nigerians that we should accept one another. We should accommodate one another.
The Corps notes that a lot can be achieved with organizations such as theirs, which are willing to use their reach and strategy to enlighten youth to not only shun violence and crimes, but rather embrace peace and harmony, which are ingredients for social cohesion.
A teeming youth that are supposed to be hovering around the street, they will know that yes, they have a family they belong to, and that is Harmony Corps of Nigeria. Our three cardinal points is peace building, partnership, and education.
We want harmony. We want harmony in Nigeria.
The group expressed its readiness to sacrifice more for the country when fully acknowledged to operate. Muhammad Awalu, NTA News.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
We celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The
Unity Station NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Founded in 2003,
Muslims.
Empowering institution.